Good afternoon, US. Good evening, UK, and welcome to Paranormal Peeps. And tonight I've got some special guests. It's Justin from United in Paranormal and Sharon. How are you both doing?
Fine, thank you,
good,
Jack.
Darren. I'm good. Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for so long because I've investigated with you a few times.
You
That's
certainly
been
have.
really fun. And we did that escape room, which I'm really rubbish at.
We weren't any better.
But yeah, Justin's good at it. You know, I would still be in there, to be fair. Got
Justin
to
left
tell it,
me in the cage. That's how good Justin was.
What was that?
You left me in the cage.
Oh, yeah.
Escape room.
Yeah.
Is that right? Just leave her there.
Yeah, we tried that new escape room. And myself and my other teammate Tom, we got split up, and we got out of the cage. We just left Sharon in the cage. We just carried on.
Oh no!
That's a fast.
Yeah, that paralysis one was dodgy because we had to all squeeze into a little space, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was horrible.
In the basement, Sharon, with the low ceiling.
Oh, the 5'6" one, and every one of us is 6 foot over. Yeah.
I didn't like that bit much. But we had a laugh, didn't we? And that's what it's
got
about.
out as well.
We got out, and we did, and that's what it's all about. We made it, and we're here to tell a tale. And what a place! We actually investigated it afterwards, and that was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're doing it again on.
We'll chat after if you want.
June 22nd, Sharon.
Oh, awesome!
June or July 22nd.
We're there again, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just sharing out to 102 pages.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
That's the thing, isn't it? I just don't want to upset anyone and share it to the wrong place. So we always start off with a question then, Justin. What got you involved into the paranormal in the first place?
Oh, there's a question. Well, for me personally, it wasn't like you hear people say like they've had a paranormal experience, they've had something they feel like been following them or seen something. Me, none of that. I just literally saw an advert on Facebook for a ghost hunt. I was like, I'll do that. Be something different. Really enjoyed like the social aspect. Everyone was claiming to be seeing things and whatever, and I'm just like, nah. And I actually set out to prove the paranormal field was a complete load of nonsense. Obviously that worked out well for us because we now have a team. But yeah, that's pretty much how I started, to be fair.
I know, because you do think it's a load of rubbish, don't
you? Yeah.
You'll hear all these like freaky stories. Think, yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, there's a tap. Yeah, it's a radiator. It's a floorboard. It's the.
It is the first thing we do. Yeah. We do try and debunk everything.
I do
everything.
I mean, it's good with what we do because we go with like we don't do public events. We go with like other teams and stuff. So everyone's like in the same boat. So
it's a lot.
Floorboard creaking or whatever. Because you've done so many events, you immediately discount that sound anyway, so no one actually reacts to it. Yeah. Whereas in a public event, you get, oh, what was that? It's a ghost. Like, no, it's a floorboard.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I had a lot of like weird encounters, but you just kind of ignore it all the time.
Yeah,
I think the getting it being weird as well on the comments don't seem to be coming up very quickly, so we'll see how that goes. So, Sharon, how did it all start with you?
I have a very different experience to Justin. I was brought up in a house with activity. My mum was very, very sensitive to the point where she could just see things as you would look at a person. My dad, he actually lived in a house with a poltergeist that attacked some members of his family. So not only have been brought up with my family already believing in that kind of thing anyway, experiencing that kind of thing, but then growing up in the house that I did, I was experiencing things as I was young. And I've sort of got back into it because when I left home, I tried to just forget about it. So I've tried to get back into it, especially as I was more sensitive when I was younger. that is starting to come back now. As the more things we're doing, I'm recognising energy that's nearby and things like that. That I used to when I was a younger girl. So we are starting to get back in.
A prime example of that. In the what was the seance room, it's not called that anymore. You know, the one with the red light bulb at the top of the stairs?
Attic room.
The
Paranormal
Research
room,
Centre. Yeah, that was a very strange, unusual experience for me. Yeah. It's like hair moving. I could touch. I could see in my mind's eye there was some side of me, and I've never done that. And I always stop it in. So whenever I feel that sensation, same sensation, I equate that now to an energy being nearby.
Yeah,
but I can recognise what I'm looking for now.
Oh wow, it is amazing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Justin, what was your first encounter then? What?
My very first
your first ghost hunt then?
Yeah.
Was it a public event?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I won't say the group. I ended up becoming team with the group. We went for the group for quite a while. They booked Nabwich Bingo Hall. Was it called?
Northwich
Bingo. Well, yeah, they were going to go there as on a team event. Me and my friends were going with them, and they was like, "Oh, we're going to get fish and chips." It was like, "Well, we're going to eat. We'll just go off and investigate." No, you have to eat with us. We're a team. Blah blah blah. We're like, "Hang on a minute. We paid for this. We want to go off and investigate." But yeah, that didn't work end very well. But yeah, I was going with this team anyway. Progressed from that. Then I went to another team. Ended up becoming a team on that as well. But we went to the Skirrid Inn, and we was in. Have you been to the Skirrid Inn, Jackie?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the bathroom where it goes, the stairs go down into the bathroom. What allegedly was the holding cell for the prisoners. A shadow walked in through that door at the top of the stairs, and everyone in the room saw it, and that was like. That's when that really then did pique my interest in the paranormal. Was like, oh, well, there's got to be something in there, because I went running up the stairs and there was nothing there.
Wow.
And and that's what really piqued my interest in.
It's a fantastic location, isn't it?
Oh, I love the series. Yeah, we're back there June the 30th.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, that was my first time there.
Yeah, you've never been, have you? No, yeah.
I've never been to the Skirrid, no.
Hi Irene, hi Jane. Jane's amazing. We've done an investment with her at Hare Hill House, and she's just helped us actually with something for the Lancaster Castle. Hi, Kirsty.
Michelle, Louisa.
Well, yes, we all like to say thank you to Jane for what she's done for the paperwork.
Just say everyone, and you don't miss anyone's name.
I put the names up, but we didn't actually say hello to people. So we've got Kelly Elliott, hi, Annette Locke, UK Paranormal, UKPS, Irene, Louisa, Michelle, Jane, Kirsty. Oh, another person who needs to go. Definitely need to go. It is brilliant.
Oh, and, definitely go to the Skirrid. It's brilliant. I love the Skirrid.
What you do?
And you've got the graveyard next to it, where the ex-landlord's buried, Fanny Price.
Oh, hi, Simone.
Yeah, that's it. But also, you've got Lantony Priory.
Yeah.
So that, if you just carry on the road where you've got the Skirrid on the left, just carry on down that, and then you've got Lantony at the end, and you go there for a coffee or whatever, and you've got all the ruins there. They say they don't do paranormal.
Was there because we're actually to the Skirrid early on the Saturday to make a day of it before the event. So that would definitely be something we can go and do.
We can go down there. Yeah.
Well, you've got like a hotel where you could stay there, and it's got like a sort of coffee shop you could get food and stuff. But then it's got these ruins attached as well.
Ooh.
So it's all out in the open. But you've got to go.
There he is. Tom, that's Thomas Broad is our teammate.
Hi, Tom.
Tom
should be with us.
Yeah.
Well, bless you. But I've got internet issues. But Lantony Priory.
It's got no mic or camera attached to it. It's got like a traditional PC, so you can't get on that way. But
well, I saw that the comments gone. Oh yeah, there you go. Do you have the building to yourself during the investigations? Well, if you go and book all the rooms out,
Yeah.
you've got the building
Yeah, you can
basically.
then. Yeah.
Basically, the pub's open till what, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you have the whole of the upstairs, and then obviously once the pub's shut, then everyone leaves, and then you have all downstairs as well as upstairs. And you're just free to wander.
Yeah, they just leave you to it, and then he does your breakfast in the morning, a bacon cob or something, just to.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, so it is an all-nighter when you go, so you've got to be up and ready for it, and yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But it is a brilliant place, and yeah, I do want to go. I have a dog, and that's the problem because I've got to get him in kennels, and you know, if you book for one night, you pay for 2 days.
Yeah, and it's what, £350 higher. So in terms of like venues, good quality venues, it's actually like quite reasonable.
Well, gosh, yeah, it is. You know, you don't want too many there. Well, you've got a downstairs bar, you've got the main room, really, haven't you? Oh, yeah. Kirsty would love to go as well. Oh, I was with Kirsty at the weekend, and oh my god, I had a fantastic
Last time we went, we missed Kirsty because we met Claire Evans.
Claire.
We were at the Skirrid, and the same night she was at Margam Castle. So we went down to Margam Castle with Ames from the Paranormal Research Centre. We went down to meet Claire and that before the event at the Skirrid.
Oh, quick shout out to Wendy. Hi, Wendy, darling.
Hi, Wendy.
Well, we got breakfast, which was like bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
We sort of had a meal there as well before you started, but you sort of
paid for that. It's a 2-course meal for £12.50.
Yeah. Well, I did have a meal. I can't remember the price. But yeah, it's absolutely awesome.
Oh, we've already been checking the menu out.
Oh, yes.
I've got Wayne watching. Now, Wayne, it's been announced today, is a speaker at the EAPI Parafest. June. I'm a speaker as well, so really looking forward to that. Kirsty, wish you.
Oh,
great pie, delicious.
Well, Sharon won't. Myself, Tom, and Emma will see you March the 25th at Stoke Museum if you're going to that one.
I'll be in Egypt.
You'll be in Egypt.
Awesome.
Dumping you for Egypt.
Oh, Egypt. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd love to go somewhere like that.
I agree, Julie. It is well nice to stay.
I really can't remember what I had, but yeah. I do kind of want to go, but yeah, I need. This year's gone wrong already.
Just answering UK Paranormal Search UKPS, 350 is for the night is great value. It is amazing for like the entire night, so it's you pay more in some places just for like a few hours.
Gotcha, but it's a history.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real location with
1,000 years old.
Yeah, that's right. And you get some weird stuff from there, but yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I loved it. You know, I've just been there once, but yeah, it's on I just want to go back. But
yeah,
I want to go everywhere.
Yeah, when I set up the team, I always said that's one place I wanted to go back to was Skirrid because that's where I had my first encounter. And yeah, we went. I think we've been twice now, last year and the year before. Awesome. And then we're going again this year.
Yeah, Annette wants to go to the Stoke Museum. I went with Wednesbury, one of their first events there.
Yeah, so, brilliant team.
Wednesbury are cool, yeah.
Yeah, Wednesbury.
So yeah, it's a great place, but I think they've extended quite a bit since I went.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely an interesting location to go to. But yeah, here we go. Anyone done? Oh dear, here you go.
We actually did that on my birthday last year, and yeah, interesting building. The price literally more than doubled after we booked it. All I can remember really, there wasn't that much activity that we got that night. And it was absolutely freezing. It was like -12 indoors. It was so cold.
Sounds like Presley Hall then.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much so. Yeah.
That's -12 in a heat wave. But yeah, some locations are really bad though, aren't they?
Kirsty, we're there with you on March the 25th.
Oh, okay.
We're coming with National Paranormal Investigators. Yeah, me, Tom, and Emma.
Oh, wow. I guess that's all booked up. I'm probably booked up that night anyway. I don't know. I've just been invited to, God. Oh, shit. I've just been invited somewhere really cool. I need to sort out the dog again to see if I can sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirsty's happy with that one.
Yeah.
So if you got any questions then for Justine or Sharon, then please go ahead. So Justine, you set up your team.
Yeah.
How long have you been going? About
We've been going nearly 2 years now.
yeah.
We seem to be going well. Obviously, we set out, even our name is geared towards Para Unity, uniting the paranormal, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a naive thing, because I don't really... Do you think Para Unity exists? I do, to an extent. But with things that we've experienced with like ex-teammates and all the rest of it,
I know.
there's too many egos and everything else in this field, and like no one works together. We could be so much further on in like a scientific study of the paranormal if people actually work together.
Yeah, you see, I've been booking, like, I think I've been booking events as long as you. So I'd just book it, and like friends would just go along and we'd investigate. You know, I'd have people from all around the country. You know, we've met on Facebook. Do you want to come? And we'd just go. We'd work together, and it was brilliant. But I think as soon as you mention Para Unity, that's when it kicks off.
Yeah.
Now, just that word alone. I don't know if Louisa is watching.
You'd be surprised how much, not abuse, but how many snarky comments.
Oh, I know.
You get.
It's just that. It's like I just said, respect. That's what's needed. It's true.
Yeah. I know. Just don't be a bloody child. Just get on with it. You know, like you're not going to like everybody, but you know, just get on with it. And,
but I think we've been lucky enough that the people we do work with, other people that we go on the same hunts with, have been absolutely amazing. Absolutely, you have so much fun with them.
With who?
Very, very few people that I've encountered. I've thought I really wouldn't like to go on another one with those, but majority of people have been absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, we've been like on like other teams' events. They've been on ours, and Lost Soul Paranormal, absolutely amazing.
Brilliant feeders.
So good. Rachel, Gemma, and Nikki, if you're watching, big shout. Blackgate Paranormal, Wednesbury Paranormal, that's also a brilliant team. Above and Beyond, A Ghostly Sight, Simone's team. Just there's loads of really good quality people out there that actually want to work with other people, and that's where you get your Para Unity, but it's only in small circles. It'll never be as in a field as a whole. Do you know what I mean?
I never felt part of such a big family when I last went to Parameet. I felt that I belonged. Everyone was just of the same ilk. Everyone was just the same interests. There was no egos blowing about the place. And it was just like one great big giant family.
That's it. You see, that's me. Like, I'm on my own. I've had issues like everybody else has. Like, I do these podcasts, and like, you find you're doing it, and then someone's upset because you're talking to them, not them, and like stuff. You know, I talk to who I like to, and you know, I just talk to who I'm drawn to. And I've talked to that person, I've talked to that person, but I ain't gonna go that. You know what I mean? I'm not involved in that. I'm not interested. You know, but like, me and Louisa, we were like invited to join the Para Unity group, and then it all kicked off with one of the leaders, like not allowing people in. I think, well, that's
because we are part of the P3 UK Para Unity program. I'm not sure it's benefited us in any way, but
I'm not going to mention any names.
No.
At all. But there you go.
I see Wayne comment asking best experience of the paranormal.
Wayne has got a question. Yeah, I'm just working my way. So, best experience in the paranormal?
For me, so I've investigated all over the country. Done Jamaica in Woodchester Mansion, Kelvedon, Edinburgh Vaults. I've literally been here, there, and everywhere. But for me, the best experience I've ever had was at the Park Hotel.
That's a big event, wasn't it? You got loads of people at that one.
Yeah, we were in the cellar. I was with my friend Matt. He was sat next to me, and the room. It's one of the very few places where I've actually felt scared and like you really shouldn't be in there. And we were still calling out and whatever. And then I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" And my mate Matt, who was sat next to me, was like, "What? It's like." So I saw a little boy about 3 foot tall, 3.5 foot tall. He had like grey trousers, white shirt, and like a bit like a Peaky Blinder cap, and like a waistcoat. And my mate Matt was like, "Tell me a line." I'm like, "I swear to God." And he said, literally, as I put my torch on, he said he saw a shadow run from the door into the room that we was in. And literally, the very split second where it had run past him, I'd gone like that with the torch. And it was like, whoa. But then after it went really oppressive, and it was scary. I'm not going to lie, it was scary. It was like we should not have been in there. But yeah, it was certainly fun. But yeah, that for me is my best experience of the paranormal, definitely by far.
I think mine was at Chillingham Castle. It was one of the very first ghost hunts I'd actually been on. It was a private event. It was just with a group of friends, and we were based in the sort of like the coffee shop area. It would have been a hall at the time. There was a big fireplace at one end, and we were told. I hope no one from Chillingham was watching this because we were told not to go in a particular area. Yeah, something happened.
You got lost.
One person got lost.
Yeah.
Don't go into any closed doors. What you do? Open the door.
So we went up into this individual went up into the minstrel's gallery armed with a video camera and went through the archway which leads to the chapel. And within 10-15 minutes, they came back, didn't say a word. And we had someone else that was there that was very techy and they'd brought their computer, their laptop and everything. And it was like, just plug that in. Just plug that in and press play. That's all I want you to do. So I was like, what's happened? She was just plug that in. So we plugged it into the laptop. And you saw, it was just like, it looks like static at first. And then you saw 3 balls of light just go across the screen, and you can see that she's panned round to catch these big balls of light, and they weren't zooming, they were literally just traveling like that kind of speed. Awesome. So she caught them back on, and then all of a sudden they disappeared off screen, and you could just make out then 3 cowled figures walking in the same direction, and it's like, play that again. I honestly, God, wish I managed to get a copy of that recorded. That was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah. How many times do things happen and you haven't got it recorded?
Yeah. It was recorded just back in. I mean, we are talking quite some years ago.
Yeah, like, you haven't.
You can't send us that via, whatever. Yeah. It just didn't exist back then, unfortunately.
Yes. I've just seen our teammate Tom's comment about the best thing that happened.
I've just seen about Ronnie. What happened at Ronnie? Yeah, so I said you've got a story to tell about.
Just about to go there, yeah.
We did the investigation. We took Tom back to the hotel, and then I went back because Tom was tired. Next thing, we get a phone call. Tom's like, "Justin, where are you?" I was like, "I'm back at Bronny Garth," because the hotel we were staying at was literally down the road. It's about 1 mile, 2 miles down the road. And he's like, I was like, "Why?" It's like, "I've knocked the door off its hinges." It's like a big solid oak door, and it literally just gone woof. But the day that we went was the Six Nations, England v Wales. And England obviously won, Wales lost. and apparently it had all kicked off in the hotel and the hotel bar. And they've knocked the door off, but they neglected to tell us. So poor Tom's there freaking out. The police came and everything. Oh, it was so funny. It was absolutely hilarious. Tom was literally freaking out, and it was just well funny.
It's always funny when you book an event and it clashes with something.
Yeah.
I got the England-Germany football match, and I was at Hunted Antiques, so I decided to set my phone up as a TV.
Yeah.
So we went into the war room to watch it. Because we thought, the soldiers will like it. So, it was just bloody weird. But, you've got to, haven't you? You booked it. You're not going to cancel it. And, it was awkward. But, it's interesting. So, the high energy there. But, But, So, where would you like to investigate?
We were actually talking about this the other day.
Oddly enough, where would you like to investigate? I mean, you came up with the same place in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tower of London, that'd be a brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that's always up there.
And then we were talking about, America, the Winchester Mansion, Amityville House, Waverley Mills Asylum.
Yeah, Waverley is massive.
Yeah.
You don't always realise from photos.
No,
when you see someone doing a live feed from there and you see it, it's like, God, imagine you'd be knackered doing that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got some locations with loads of stairs and oh my God.
Oh, the energy Justin's got, it cuts it through.
I'm
mentally all there. A few minutes.
Because I always think, even on our events, we all know as investigators, most of the time, absolutely nothing happens. But if you're having a laugh, having banter, raising the energy of the building, you've got more of a chance of something happening. And even if it doesn't happen, you've had an absolutely brilliant night. Even if you get no paranormal activity, you've had a laugh, you've enjoyed yourself. You've had fun. Yeah. Whereas if you were all serious and boring all the time, and you're constantly anybody there?
Oh God, yeah.
We're really serious.
You're not going to get anything.
No, that's it. And sometimes you just go off on one, don't you? There's nothing happening. So you start your own conversation. You start chatting about God knows what.
When you find stuff happens, isn't you? When you
they get ignored, and that's it. That's when sorry, we're ignoring you. Do you want to talk to us now?
I mean, Wayne's just asked another interesting question about unknown places that you'd like to investigate. I'd like to investigate my old secondary school. It's best part of 300 years old. Some may tell from the accent. I'm from Oldham, and I went to a school called Bluecoat. It's on top of Oldham Edge, so you can see it wherever you are in Oldham. And it's already got a history and legends surrounding it anyway. Well, that'd be a place I'd love to investigate, my old secondary school, Bluecoat in Oldham.
Yeah, it must be weird, but I've been to quite a few schools, and they're interesting. I've been to quite a few schools, and they're really interesting, what you actually pick up. And there's one which is in a remote Leicestershire village. And we turned up at this, what we thought was a school. And we thought, you get kids coming through, nothing. We ended up getting this damn druid through. And he nearly annihilated all of us. He just was taking us out one by one. And after that investigation, most of us were ill for a week. It was absolutely shocking. It's not what you expect. You just don't know what sort of a land or... You don't know the history at all or what you're going to expect. So, you just got to go in, haven't you?
That's it, yeah. And Ever the Salesman, obviously we were talking about the Park Hotel.
You're selling tickets again.
We have 4 places available if anyone wants to join us on March the 18th.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd love to.
Just go to our Facebook page, United in Paranormal, and you'll see all the details there. But we've got, we're in the process at the moment of booking Lancaster Castle.
Awesome.
It's obviously a place dear to our teammate Tom's heart. It's a place that's on his bucket list because Tom is the Pendle Witches expert, basically one of the best in the world. We're extremely lucky to have him. And his research is fantastic. He's in the process of writing the book.
About Thomas
But yeah,
Potts.
there's nothing at all about Pendle that man doesn't know. He's amazing. He's like a walking encyclopedia. It just comes out of everything. It's like spits out all these dates. Like, how do you remember all that? But yeah, he's fascinating.
Look, I remember my birthday.
But yeah, we've got two events.
That is brilliant.
I'm not going to disclose the dates because we've not confirmed them yet. But we're doing one date with Gary Fields and Jolie Lockwood, the TV medium. And we're also.
I love Jolene and Gary.
I do as well. They're brilliant, aren't they? And we're also doing one with Simon Entwistle a bit later on in the year as well. So yeah, it should be extremely fun.
Yeah, I met Simon. Halloween time, I think. Maybe I forget.
He's such an affable bloke, Simon is. He's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. And he was telling the story about the Pendle Witches.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise any of it because obviously everyone has heard of it, but you don't know the story behind it.
No.
And you want to hear the story, like, oh my God, he's brilliant with storytelling. Yeah. Definitely is. But
we're actually trying to get it, and the date's free, so it's like preliminarily booked. We're actually trying to get it on August the 19th. The witches were executed on August the 20th. So it'd be exactly 411 years on the same night the witches were spending their last night alive, and that's the night that we're planning on going.
Hey! Popping Candy Man. How you doing, Mark? So I met Mark, who came to UK, and met up, we investigated Haunted Antiques, and it was so quiet. Like we said, but the amount of laughs we've got, there's Laurie and Mark or Newton, there's quite a few of us there. Richard was there as well, and it's just so many, and we were crying. It was just so funny, but nothing was happening. It's just one of those nights, But oh my God, the amount of fun we had. And
that's what matters, isn't it? That's all that matters. As long as you have fun.
I can't look at Mark now without laughing because it was just too funny. It really was, and it's Just be careful what you post on social media because then you might get given a gift. There you go, Popping Candy. But I got a lovely T-shirt from Mark, so I wore that to Roll Right Stones and to the investigation on Saturday night. So the T-shirt's going on tour.
Yeah,
that's Haunted Auckland. So yeah,
we need to get it signed by everybody.
Oh, hey, that's an idea. Yeah. But yeah, it's just I wear it at the Parameet as well because Mark's actually speaker at the Parameet this year.
We'll be seeing you in September, isn't it? This one.
Oh, it's. I'll get mixed up.
And time's flying. It really is going.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I've got the Parafest with Wayne at Skeggy in June, I think. I hope. So
if not, you just got a break from Skeggy.
And then we've got September the Parameet, which
we're with Wednesday Paranormal. Is it Wilderthorpe Manor?
You go to that also.
Yeah, with
Joey and Sarah as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you go, Jacqueline.
No, because I've got a dog, so.
Yeah. We've got.
You get one night. You've got to pay for 2 days.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, so it's. I can only drive an hour after an event, otherwise I'm nearly falling asleep. So I'm not going to risk it.
Oh yeah.
So that's the issue, So I can leave him for a little bit of time, but obviously, like if I've got to stay overnight somewhere, he's got to go. Holidays as well. So.
No pets and adult children.
As well, doesn't it? As well.
This is the thing, you've got responsibilities, but I'd rather have him than be on my own without him. So, it gives more than. Yeah, he's brilliant. So, it's all.
Have you thought about taking him on an investigation?
He growls at spirit. He's actually been. I did a 2-week tour of Scotland a couple of years ago. So 7 different locations, 14 nights. I was driving around Scotland in a tent.
Yeah,
I met up with a few groups. So I met up with Robbie Crossan and I met up with I forgot what they're called. Another group around there. So we went to this castle and decided to sit down on this grass. And he started growling. He's looking and watching something, and he started growling. Then this REM pod went off from that area. Which is brilliant.
Yeah.
We also went to a schooner inn, stayed a night there, and we're just in a little room off the bar, and he's growling at that. We're growling at a chair. So yeah, he just growled at spirit. So he has growled at spirit 4 times now, twice in my house.
Oh.
So once I've got my old dog's ashes, so I was just sorting out some papers near it and sitting on the floor near my old dog's ashes, and then started growling at.
He's growling at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I must have been near my old dog.
It's like, get on YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's just it's fascinating. But yeah, they do sense things. But if it's just like he's a bit weary of people, to be fair. So yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that as long as he protects you.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. So if anyone's got any questions, please ask them. So, you mentioned a scary moment. Is that your scariest moment? Oh, Wayne, enjoy your show. Dark Mirror show. I think you're on at 9:30 tonight, aren't you? So, yeah. Cheers for that. Take care.
Bye, Wayne.
What is the most scariest incident? Was that the one you mentioned?
For me, I'd say was that at the Park Hotel. We had a similar experience, funny enough, also in Morecambe at the Morecambe Winter Gardens, underneath the stage. Again, me and my mate Matt, we was in this underneath the stage. We was like trying it all out with the equipment and whatever. And we was like, let's just go dark, turn it all off, just call out, see what we get. And Justin's looking in the mirror.
Shut up, Wendy.
But yeah, we was in there, and Matt was like, "Have you moved?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You've moved, didn't you? Tell me you've moved." I was like, "I haven't." So I put my torch on, showed him that I was still in exactly the same place, and he saw a shadow. I didn't see it, but he saw a shadow figure in front of him, and he said, "I could have sworn there was like a full person stood in front of me," and so I thought it was you. I was like, "I haven't moved," but again, the whole atmosphere underneath that stage went really quite threatening. And to say the Park Hotel and Morecambe Winter Gardens, obviously both in Morecambe, are the only 2 places I've ever experienced anything like that.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever been frightened on a hunt, but I have frightened others.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just turning up, that is. Again, this was at Gillingham, and we had dressed up in the style of the Civil War. And I dressed up in completely like little mop cap, had this big dress on, big hoops in the dress and everything, where I'd shove my purse. And so we'd gone quite early in the day. And we were walking around all dressed up, and the blokes were there dressed as cavaliers. And it was coming to the time where people were starting to go, and the place was starting to shut down, and our investigation would be starting soon. So, and I still had my purse on me. I thought, I don't want to lose my purse in the dark. So I thought, right, I'll just run out and put the purse in the car. Now, where we were where the coffee room was, outside you've got a hall, you've got a corridor. To the left leads to the toilet, to the right leads to the massive oak door that leads to the sort of where they put all the torture devices.
All right.
And I thought, well, I best hurry up because I could hear hurry up Sharon behind me. So I ran through this oak door. I'm 6 foot tall. You can't tell from me, but I'm 6 foot tall.
Oh, wow.
I'm dressed up. I goes charging through, and you got all these people concentrating on these torture devices. And you heard like that as I ran through, and I thought, oh, shit. So I'm real. It's okay. Because I saw people leave the floor because I just literally burst through this massive oak door, all dressed head to toe. There's somebody in the Civil War period. So I'm ever sorry.
That's funny.
So yeah, I've not been scared, but I have scared.
That's brilliant. Ah, it's Justin, I think, with the interference.
Yeah, well, what can we say about Justin?
Well, I know, just blame him. I was like, I've got my phone here. I'm trying to share. I thought, oh my God, is it me? So that's what I've just been looking at to see
got
what was
mine on
wrong.
airplane mode as well, so I
Yeah.
thought,
Oh
well, I know
no,
it's not
I've
me.
got my phone here, and that's fine. I can, I don't have trouble, so I don't know what's going on.
We
But
knew
yeah.
it was causing grief there.
So, well, if you go abroad, then is there anywhere you want to go to overseas?
It is the typical places.
Yeah.
If you're going looking like westward, so heading towards Ireland,
Yeah.
or what have you, it's the typical places like the Hellfire Caves and things like
Right.
that. And then if you're looking in America, I'd love to do Bobby Mackey's.
All right, yeah.
Like the Winchester. And it is the big one because, to be fair, I don't know the unfamiliar terrains over there. I'd like to do quite a lot in the Bible Belt. And I'd probably like to do a hunt with a team over there as well. Because I don't know what it is, but they seem to be very much into their demons. It's not a ghost, it's a demon.
It's kind of different. What I'm going to do is introduce Tom. So he's just got sound, no visual, but we'll see how it goes.
Brilliant.
Hi, Tom. How you doing? Hello. Okay, so I don't think Tom's got sound either. Or he doesn't realise he's in the show. Hello. And Justin's disappeared as well for a bit because he's got issues. But we're fine. Me and Sharon will just carry on
nothing
talking.
to do with having to go offline.
Leave them to it. Yeah. So, yeah, the demon thing. What do you think about demons then?
We've had this discussion. This is only on a personal level. I appreciate some people do appreciate their existence and the fact. Oh, yeah, Tom. Can you hear you now, darling? Yeah.
Hello. Sort of. It's a bit intermittent. Let's see how you go. So, welcome, Tom.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
that's
we can
much
hear you.
better. Yeah.
Okay, there might be a time delay slightly as well.
I can hear you.
You can hear us? Oh, that's great then. So we're just discussing demons. So Sharon's just saying what she thinks of demons. You carry on with that. Then we'll have your view on that, Tom, and then I'll speak to you more, okay? So Sharon, demons.
Yes, so on a personal level, I don't believe in their existence because I don't believe in the counterpart. So I don't believe in the angels and things like that.
Yeah.
If there's anything negative or anything really untoward to the point where you are feeling scared, I believe it's a person that probably had such bad intentions when they were alive that they've continued to maintain those bad intentions in death.
Yeah, that's
I think it's that you can feel because everyone's good and bad, but you have then some people that just take it to a whole different level, and I think it's probably those people at that level that you feel rather than it being a demon. But I appreciate people do believe in demons. I'm not going to take or ridicule their beliefs, but
that's right.
On a personal note, I don't believe in the
that's
but
it.
Then I don't believe in the angels.
That's the thing about paranormal. You've got to be able to discuss things, haven't you?
You know, if someone can prove evidence, if something turns up with big leathery wings, or however you personify a demon or anything like that, then I could be convinced otherwise. But as it stands at the moment, no, that's my
yeah, that's right. Because we just don't know, do we? Like, you have theories. We don't actually know what we're talking to either. We call it spirit. Is it spirit? Is it an alien? Or what is it? We don't know. And it's just one of those. So, Tom, what first got you into paranormal? Hello, Tom?
Can you hear me okay still?
Yeah, we can hear you, Tom.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear us, Tom? I don't actually know if Tom can hear us.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
I think there's quite some... Yes, I can.
I think there's a lag.
There seems to be a rather big delay.
Okay, then. What got you into paranormal then, Tom? Hi, Ian. You well? Yeah, I think the delay might be a bit too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for trying to join us, Tom. It looks like it's not kind of working, but thanks for trying anyway, and hope to get you on sometime. Okay, if that's okay. And Justin's back with the noisy
I
thing.
am, yeah. Is it still interfering?
It
Yeah.
is you. It is
So-
definitely you.
It's
I
definitely you.
disappeared when you went.
It's definitely you causing massive interference.
Aye, that's normally the case, isn't it?
So don't quite know what you're doing, but yeah.
No, I don't know. There's nothing around me that would cause it. I don't know. I'll even turn my phone off.
No, I don't know. It's just one of them, isn't it? Really. But yeah, so we're discussing demons. So what do you think of demons, Anne?
Personally, I've never encountered any. Do I believe they exist? No, because I don't believe in the concept of heaven and hell and God and Satan and all that. So it's like, I believe there's an afterlife, but yeah, I don't know. It's because I've never seen anything like that. I don't believe it. 'Cause I'm one of these. I have to see something with my own eyes to believe it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them, I suppose.
Yeah, he is. He likes his hoovering, I think, Danny.
I've got a monster on.
Definitely not hoovering, Matt.
Yeah, this is what happens with technology. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah. I think it is nice to be able to discuss things. You know, like we had a bit of discussion about para-unity. You know, and you know we'll investigate together. We'll get on and we'll do things and we'll respect what each other says.
Yeah.
But you know,
When I was
then you
talking
get
about the experience at the park and Morecambe Winter Gardens, Danny, that's in the chat, he was the one that experienced it with me.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, because that so many people, so many decent people actually went there, didn't they?
Yeah.
On that investigation.
Yeah.
I saw it. I thought, oh my god, I should be there, but you know,
Yeah.
it was just one of those. And there's another one coming up. It's like I want to go, but
yeah,
I've got a few bookings away for weekends, so I've really got to.
Yeah.
I've just been invited to a cool location. Oh, gee, I forgot what it is again. And I've got to sort out another weekend away, and I just don't know if I can do it. Oh, it's that really well-known pub, and the old guy died. Where is it? I'm trying to find out. It's not Four Crosses. It's another really well-known down
Ancient Ram.
Ancient Ram, yeah. Been invited there, so it's like, oh god. It's on my wish list. So do I? Don't I? You know. So I've got to try and get the dog in kennels again. And,
I mean, there was a good question earlier. Is there anywhere where you can actually take dogs?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think that was Jane, wasn't it, from Blackgate Paranormal that asked that?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the therapy dogs, it's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think with a therapy dog, I think you would be allowed to take them anyway.
Well, yeah, it's like a guide dog, isn't it? You know,
service dog.
Yeah, that's right. So if the dog's working, then yeah. Well, obviously you've got to check the location first. But yeah, because I do know somebody who did take her dog around.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be allowed to say no to a service dog because that would be
discrimination.
The Equalities Act, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, but I do know a girl who took her dog to a lot of locations. You know, saw her at the Skirrid, Drakelow Tunnels.
Is this a service dog that she had?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, so
yes, I think to abide by the Equalities Act, then
yeah, that's right.
I think they should allow the dogs.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I'd get no hunting done because I know they're working, but as soon as they were off the harness, I'd be fussing it for Britain.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I know you're Jack Russell's. My gosh, that would be carnage. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's like the hotels at the weekend. Yeah, I could take a dog there. You know, I could spend a night there, but
you
can't really investigate with a dog because licking the feet or whatever, or snoring, or doing dog things. And
it'd be no good to record an EVP session.
You think, what's that? Oh, what's that demonic sound? You tell them to shut up. You're doing recording.
Yeah.
Then they hear something and start barking, growling. even worse knowing a dog. But yeah, so I don't mean to, but yeah, it doesn't really.
Like I
wouldn't
said, the
really
second
work.
they're off the harness, I'd get no investigating done because I'd be fussing
Oh.
the dog.
God, yeah. But yeah, this is the thing. Like when I go to Scotland, I do. Oh, that's where you went. Okay, I just got your message. Like obviously, like I go to Scotland and I'll go investigating, and I'll go to outdoor locations. So when we went to the castle, I decided to sit down so that it was comfortable, and we just tried to chill out. Oh, okay. They don't allow therapy dogs in shops around there.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Where's that? Jeanette?
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it?
Because you have some therapy dogs for people with diabetes, they can sense
Well, this is it.
an attack,
Yeah.
a hypoglycemic attack or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loads of different reasons, but yeah, definitely check with the venue, and I hope you have a look on that as well. Oh God, it would, wouldn't it?
Ah, right, okay, fair enough.
If the dog sort of comes along, but yeah. But what's your funniest experience? Oh, it's Nottinghamshire. What's your really funny experience there?
The funniest experience. Probably setting an individual not too far away from
I know what I'm going to say, yeah.
setting off a fire alarm.
We went to Penryn Old Hall end of last year, when it was about October time, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously you have your tea urns, didn't you, just going along. Obviously we're packing away. You had like loads of water left in the tea urns. So it was like, right, where can we empty it? And we was like, oh no, we'll empty it in the gents. So we emptied it down the toilet. Of course, the steam rose, set the fire alarm off.
All the girls were in the centre room, and we were all on a Ouija board.
Yeah.
We were concentrating.
Oh,
All the fire alarms are going off. One girl jumped up, grabbed my arm. I swear to God, her nails went straight through my flesh. And it took a little while to register what was happening.
Yeah.
We got everything.
And this is like 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? It was just like the alarm was ringing out as well, and it was like, oh no!
So I'm running around the rest of the pub trying to find the owner. Finally found him, and he was actually at the alarm system, and he's just casually punched the numbers in. I'm like, I'm ever so sorry. I'm so sorry on behalf of the teams. Blah 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 blah. He went, oh, it's just one of those things. It's all right. It's just casually punching.
He is
so unfazed. It was unreal.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's brilliant. That is so like easy about it,
Oh,
he was so
amazing
chill.
guy. Really nice fella.
Really, really lovely bloke there.
Great venue as well, and again, that's an extremely reasonably priced venue to hire as well.
It's all outside by our travel limit, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But so many places like on my list, but I've got to do weekend to go there.
Yeah.
But you're used to driving as well, aren't you, Justin?
Exactly. I do.
You drive all the time.
Doesn't bother me,
I'm fine.
Oh yeah,
driving
Wendy was
now.
there. I've just seen Wendy was there, so she knows all about
Wendy
your
was
life.
there.
Yeah, like that as well. Yeah, it was. It was a good night. I say Penryn Old Hall is an interesting one. Every time we've been, we generally get there around 7 o'clock. Every time we've been for at least the first 3, 4, 5 hours, we get absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
and then
very
it gets to like 11, 12 o'clock, and then you seem to get loads. And that's happened every single time we've been. It's bizarre. And we've been, 4 times now? We're going back again in May for the 5th time, so we're going to see if it happens again. But yeah, it's a weird place, Penryn.
Yeah, it's one of those places that goes really well.
Yeah.
Every time we advertise it goes really well.
So we do have places for that as well. Just check our website, unitedinparanormal.com.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a website. That's cool. But you do well with the location, so you do sell the tickets as well. Yeah. But
I was blown away. We did an event at Hare Hill House not so long ago. Amazing venue in Littleborough, Oldham. Was absolutely brilliant. Really good night. We had Gary Fields there. It was just amazing. And then we booked it again for July the 8th. We put on our Facebook page. We're going to launch tickets at 7 that
7,
night.
yeah.
At 7:34, all
Oh,
20 spaces had gone.
Oh my God, that's
We literally
brilliant.
sold it out in 4 minutes and was like, wow.
Yeah.
So we've got another date on
Yeah, we've got Halloween as well, the 28th. Jolene Lockwood and Gary Fields.
Yeah.
That one, I believe. Yeah, that should be an interesting night.
Yeah, they're brilliant. You know, I've investigated with them a few times.
Oh,
So
amazing. Oh,
yeah, they are lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew them when they were like helped out on the previous team.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, they are fantastic. And I've had Gary along to one of the first private ones I did. He sort of came along to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great night, and you know, just like working with different people.
That's it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Networking.
Yeah.
Network.
Well, that's it. The thing is about Gary as well. It's a fantastic medium.
Yeah.
But what he does, he shares his mediumship with somebody else.
Yeah.
So the first time I met him, he absolutely freaked me out. Because I was on the private at Warwick Castle. Laurie Schaefer was there. MJ organised it. Gary Fields. 13 of us in total. So me, Gary, and another guy, we were in a group, just us. So we went into a room, and he linked my guys up to his. Like I was walking in a room, I saw this. Like, what the hell? You know? I was getting all this mediumship stuff, and it was happening all night, and I was getting a bit freaked out by it all, to be fair. And he put it out on a live feed, and like, oh my God. I went back to a tent that night, woke up halfway through, and thought, my God, what happened, you know?
Yeah.
It really, but yeah, he does kind of help others, doesn't he, to see,
Well,
what
one
he
of the
sees.
first people I saw Gary help was actually Justin's girlfriend, Emma.
Oh, yeah. Emma, yeah.
And all of a sudden, wherever Gary was, Emma was too
Yeah,
into
she was obsessed.
It was weird, and she doesn't really know why she was doing it. Because we discussed it later on.
When she got out what she wanted to say or whatever, she just left Gary alone. And it was so weird.
It was fine. Well, prior to that, everywhere he went, she was at least 2 inches from him. It was weird. I was taking the mick out of her, as is my one. Saying, where are you going to go with tonight?
That was a really, really, really fun night.
Yeah. But, oh my gosh, there's so many nights that are fun, you know.
That's it, yeah. That's what it's all about. Even if you get nothing, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters.
That's it. You know, it's just an experience. You're meeting new people. And a lot of them you've actually met on Facebook and you've been talking to them.
Yeah.
Then when you actually work with them, you feel like you know them already, don't you?
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant.
The Paranormal last year was a prime example. I've been chatting to loads of these people on Facebook, never met them, and then got to the Paranormal, and everyone was just like, Justin was like,
trying to get you to the car, bloody hell. He's like, right, we're going now.
You've got the network.
Outside,
thinking
you were behind us. We started walking towards the car, turned round. Where's Justin? Go back, and you're talking to someone. He's like, all right. Okay,
it was Claire and Kirsty, wasn't it, from National Paranormal Investigators?
I think your first it was Ames.
Yeah.
And so we went outside. Thought, well, he'll be out in a bit then when he said his goodbyes. So he eventually comes outside. So I thought, right, we'll go to the car. And then we saw Kirsty, Claire, and that lot.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hey, guys. And we ended up just hiding somewhere because it started raining. And we all just clubbed together underneath the place. And I think it was another good 2 to 3 hours before we eventually got to that car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But it's that kind of camaraderie, and that's what I genuinely felt. It's camaraderie with whoever you were talking to. Whether you'd known them 5 minutes, whether you'd known them through Facebook, whether you'd known them a long time.
That's why the event was so good, because everyone was there for the same reason.
Yeah,
and you immediately have that one thing in common, so you immediately create like that connection with people. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's more than just having the same interest in common. You have the same attitude towards it as well. Because I didn't come across a single ego whilst we were there. It was lovely.
No.
Yeah, I think if you've got an ego, you're not going to go to those events because you're too important.
Yeah, exactly. You think you're better than everybody else.
that gets rid of them, doesn't it? To be fair. So then it just leaves the people who actually get on with each other, and
Yeah.
you know, we could go and have a laugh, you know. And
But yeah, you
that's
make
it.
so many new friends, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's your Facebook? What's your Facebook?"
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Like this weekend, like there weren't many. Like I think the first night was 7, and second night was 7. So yeah, I've gained a couple of people on Facebook.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just lovely to meet people, isn't it? And you know, you kind of feel like, oh gosh, like you have a weekend together. It's so intense, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you gutted when you leave each other in the car park. Like Kirsty, you know, I saw her for one night. And,
Yeah.
oh God, it was just too lovely, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that, you know, you've got to think of the good aspects of it, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
There
know.
are more good aspects than anything.
Oh yeah, there's far more good than bad, definitely. Yeah.
Well, yeah, just keep them away from the trash, basically. And that's it, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, we get all these people who stand there and they make a great big song and dance, and they do all these lives, and
Yeah.
then they do a live about a live and all that. Well, what's the
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, that's
you know?
when I saunter off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
just
that's
like,
one thing we've never done. We've never done a lot of live streams and stuff because, like, me personally, I'm sick of people like they're live streaming something and then the K2's going off. Like, oh, the K2's
oh, K2's going off, yeah. It's
you're
not
on
the
the phone.
Wi-Fi at all, which is
Yeah,
near
exactly.
it. Oh, yeah, I know. Just people that, and you don't know what's going on behind them either. And,
No.
it's just mad, isn't it? But and don't even do it that they've done something on YouTube and it's hashtag demon or
Oh yeah.
I went here and I was scared. Really?
Yeah,
You
it's like when you get the old clickbait titles, isn't it? Like, the demon chased us out. It's like, hang on a minute,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be live, so how did the demon chase you out?
And you know, like, yeah, I ran out of here and thought, well, you've lost all credibility with me, mate. There,
Yeah.
Or the photograph and it's just totally pitch black. It's like, can you see a shape in there? And
Oh,
I've
God,
enlarged
no
it and
shape.
enlarged it. I'm thinking, nope.
Look at that tree. Look at the tree. It looks like it's got a face in it. Yeah.
Yeah, pareidolia.
Yeah.
Danny Hunter. Just an experienced a team like that. They know who they are. All I have to say is Alice is still with us. All right, then.
That's the same team that wouldn't allow us to go off and investigate because all they wanted to do was eat fish and chips.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
so I obviously won't mention the name.
Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes you get the munchies, and
Yeah.
but you know, you don't like. Oh my God, I was with a team, and it seemed like the priority seemed to be the buffet. You
Yeah.
know, and like you'd then be eating the buffet for ages. Well, that's not what you want to do. You know, you want. Yeah, you want a break. You want a quick coffee. Then you want to get out again. You know, you can have
of course they do, yeah.
anytime, can't you?
I mean, that's what we like about like what we do with team shares and stuff. Because you go off and investigate, and obviously, if you get an activity, you stick with it and you stay there. Whereas if you go with like a public group, I know who's he talking about. Yeah, it's not really. Oh yeah, I know.
Well,
right, yeah. Yeah, with a public group, like if you get an activity, it's like, oh, it's break time. It's all like really structured.
Yeah,
which
that's it. Which it has to be. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does. But obviously, with a team share event, it doesn't have to be. You can come and go as you please. And for us, it's so much better, and you can actually enjoy your night every day.
I mean, the other time we call a break as such, it's mainly just to swap areas or make sure people do get at least a drink, and then you can go off. But if you want to have a drink for 5 minutes, you want to have a drink for 20 minutes, entirely up to you.
Exactly,
we're not there to babysit at these kind of events. It's like you do
that's
your own
that's
experience,
why I like
you know what you want to do.
Yeah, Danny Hunter, Odsall Hall in Manchester. We went on an event there with a public team.
Yeah.
Won't say the name. One of the so-called mediums there, she connected with somebody called Dottie, apparently. I don't know. But she was holding this REM pod. The REM pod switched on. Of course, the REM pod's going off.
Yeah.
And she's walking around going, oh, Dottie, you're still with me. And you're like, really? Yeah, it was so bad. It was really bad. even
know about
even the Oddle Hall staff actually left like the public because me and Danny ended up going off on our own. And even the Oddle staff came and investigated with us and actually left them to it because they were sick of like all their nonsense.
How can you be that bad?
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh no.
I mean, Barry,
we've been in a group where the alleged medium tries to levitate people off the floor. It's like we've seen some like strange things.
I mean, Barry, there were several teams that went there. We were one of them. Another one was from a very well-known organisation.
Yeah.
And we were, we spread out. We were far enough away. But two members of this well-known organisation actually wanted to join us because they didn't believe in the methods and attitudes of the organisation they originally went with. So it's like, just follow us around. We're not bothered. Come with us.
I recently went on a public event, and I certainly can't mention who.
Yeah.
We put me down a few times. Okay. And we split into 4 vigils, and each one was either you've got to do the board or table tipping. Every single vigil was the same. And you're like, well, past that. Like, everyone there had already done, like, investigations before. Okay, it's all different levels of experience, but my God, if that's all you're getting offered, what's the point? And, like, they sort of put me in a corner, sort of saying, well, do you want to do the board? No, I don't. Are you scared of the board? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on it with strangers, This is, I'm not going to waste my time and go on a board with strangers. Or people I don't particularly know, because I've had too many incidences where people just mess about.
Yeah, I no longer go on the board. No longer go on.
Oh, bless you. Take care.
Yeah.
Right,
UK
Paranormal.
I no longer go on. If anyone insists I go on, then I insist that everyone's hands up.
Yeah, that's right. To make
because
sure.
You can see the planchette moving around. You can see the pressure on people's fingers as they're, trying to push it. And because I can be a sod, but if I know someone's pushing it, I will put more pressure on that planchette to nail it to the board.
Yeah.
So they've really got to make an effort to shift that.
That makes it more obvious, yeah.
But the second I know someone's pushing it, I will nail that thing to the board.
I don't miss that on the public.
It entertains me anyway.
No.
But
people, at the public event, people put their hand on the planchette and the planchette goes woof. You're like, really?
Yeah. I know, that's it. Like, we did the board the other day, but also don't do it because it hurts my bloody arm.
Yeah.
Or my back. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, things like that. They just hurt, don't they?
Yeah, so like the table just that bit too low down, so you saw something like, my back's
no, it's hurting me. I don't want to do this.
Oh, and then you're swapping arms like.
Oh God, I know. Think of it. Oh dear, I just know. So I tend to do other things, and like, you do go to the public events. I do that, and you make an effort, but then when that particular one was like, that's all they did. It's like, really, you don't have to use kit. Just do basics, calling out. And I brought my own kit as well, but it just left it in the bag.
Yeah.
We get more response when we're not actually calling out. Just when, again, at the Warwick Hall, I think we were playing a silly word game.
We went to the event with a public team at top of the Unitarian Church, and she was doing the Ouija board and claimed her nana was with her, and she wanted him to propose to her, or whichever way around it was, and it was just like, oh, shut up, please.
Yeah, you don't need it, do you? This is what happened at the one I've just mentioned as well, where I did go on the board, and it was a mother and daughter, and it was quite funny because there's a guy who's doing it with us. He said he was a clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I was doing the board as well. But I was coming out with names, and then the board were going, yeah. Then I say something else, yeah. And he was saying stuff. I was saying stuff, and the board was just going, yeah. But their relative, a mother and daughter of their relative came through. God.
Yeah,
But then you lose
I
even
went on
more
a public
interest, don't
one.
you?
I
Yeah.
went on a public one with this lady. It didn't matter which room we were in, what we were doing, whether it was table tipping, whether it was Ouija board. It did not matter. Everyone who came through, or everyone that was ever sensed, it was all, oh, that'll be my mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right, love. She's not going to come anywhere near me.
You do that, you just switch off, didn't you? And it's just like, I've lost interest already.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
no.
Yeah. And
That's
sometimes
right.
like,
It's
attention span of a gnat. Anything
Yeah.
like that, it's just like, yeah, all right, I'm off.
I guess
going
if you
somewhere
weren't
else.
so well mannered, you say like to whoever's on the board just to bugger off and let someone else
Yeah.
through. You know,
I'm
because-
sure a few people heard really deep under my breath 3 letters, 2 of which
Yeah.
were F and 1 was S.
Oh yeah.
You know, just before I disappeared. Because I for that kind of behaviour, I have very little tolerance for. Oh, that's my mother. Oh, there's the planchette's moving. Oh, that'll be my mother. Oh, oh, that'll be my mother. Oh, you know.
You know,
just leave the room, Sharon.
You may as well stay at home and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, isn't it? You know?
No point is there, yeah.
You want a real experience, and you want to go and speak to the spirits around there. So,
I mean, if your mother's going to turn up anywhere, it's going to be your house.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's right.
Yeah.
It's not going to be some random place people never visited.
You're like kidding yourself, aren't you? Basically, you paid for a ghost hunt. You're lying to yourself. You're ruining it for others. So, what is the actual point of you going?
Yeah. Admittedly, my mum and dad have been with me to a ghost hunt. I knew my mum was in the car with me, and I arrived, and we're in an auditorium at the White Theatre.
They're in a protective capacity.
We're at the White Theatre. Well, no, they wanted a lift to Leicester because I used to go there every week. So they just jumped in the car with me, basically. Probably went to have a nosy to see what I did.
Yeah.
So we ended up at the White Theatre. So I thought I got mum next door to me. The medium came on stage, did the intro. Oh, welcome to the event, health and safety. Says, oh, by the way, you've got 2 people with you. You've got a lady with you, and you've got a gentleman behind you in a wheelchair. Says, well, I don't know a gentleman. But then I worked out that my dad had been in a wheelchair for the last 4 weeks of his life, whereas you forget about that, don't you?
Yeah.
But then they warned me about my dog. He says, oh, I've got a brindle dog. I says, well, he's alive. So what are you doing, you know? And then he mentioned another dog's name, Mr. Bones, and I knew he'd had a tumour. So basically, my mum and dad warned me that my dog was going to have a tumour, basically.
Oh, wow.
Of course, the medium didn't have a clue what they were saying by Mr. Bones. I picked up without actually letting on, and come that Christmas, my dog started having fits. And then it turned out he had a brain tumour. So, in a way, even though, like, with mediumship, we don't sort of mention health, you didn't realise that by mentioning Mr. Bones, it told me what was going to go on.
Yeah.
You know, they did warn me, which was quite amazing. And apparently he's with them now, I've heard. So, you know, it's...
Oh, I'd like to see you reunite with your pets.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'd like to think that's nice.
Yeah, I've heard they are with him and all the rest of them. So, yeah, you do wonder, don't you? And it's nice to think, you know. But yeah, that was weird, and I knew all night what you just suss it out, don't you? Sometimes you think, oh God, no, let's ignore it. But yeah, I mean, But Simone's got a good question then. So, what's the best piece of equipment that you've used?
For me personally, I will always say yourself. Recently, we've been on quite a few events that we've done, and we've gone literally back to basics and like scrapped all the equipment, not used it, and we've actually got more activity. And I don't know if it's because the equipment. It's like, it's interesting, the equipment, but it's too easily to debunk.
Sometimes,
Yeah, you don't know where your spikes are coming from.
Exactly. No, not K2.
Yeah, it's like K2 should be used for like your base reading, but people use it for like communicating. No, it shouldn't be used like that.
I think it's all right if it's used and it's answering for a yes.
Yeah.
If it is answering, if it's working to, you know what I mean? Like if you ask a question, it works straight away.
Yeah. I mean,
So many sources of
supported
strike.
antiques on us. She has an interest where she puts 2K2s in different places, and then she uses one for yes, one for no.
Yeah,
so they
that's right. I've seen that
one
as
and
well.
they communicate with the two. Yeah,
Yeah, and you could, and yeah, it is important how you use the equipment, and different spirits use it a different way as well.
yeah. I
So
mean,
what
recently
about?
we've got the Skyer stuff, from Andy Guy.
Okay.
We've got all of them because they're more scientific based. You've got like the Magnavox. That's an interesting piece because it's like measures like shifting like polarity of the north and south poles. So that's an interesting one. We've taken that on 6 or 7 invests now. The only time that's actually gone off was at the Black Swan in York. Any other time, we've had absolutely nothing. We've got the seismometer, which obviously does vibrations, but it's extremely sensitive. That's no good on like a wooden floor or anything. You need to put it like on a stone floor and then see if you could do something. It's got the TAD2, which does thermal. That's interesting. And what's the other? The Aeroflux, which measures like sudden changes in air pressure. It's a bit like the EDI, but all in separate pieces of equipment, and it's just a lot more scientific rather than your traditional ghost hunting gadgets, like the Stickman camera. I've caught a ghost. Oh, you've caught a door frame or a plant.
That's the problem with that. It's when it maps against something straight.
People say, "Oh, I've got a ghost. I've got a ghost." Like it's mapping a straight line. It's making a figure. It just baffles my head.
I have had it work.
Yeah.
I was at a private, my mate's son's house. So someone was mapping him sitting on the bottom of a bunk bed.
Yeah.
There's something above him kicking him. So he was getting overshadowed. So I went over and he was getting drained. So I went over to try and sort it out. And then it was kicking me, and I was getting drained. So it was like backed up by what we were feeling.
Yeah.
It's all about debunking, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're not designed to. The SLS is not designed to be mobile. It's designed to be static.
That's right.
So if you're going to do it, put it in a locked-off room. Put it in a solid wall with no door frames or any straight line.
No wallpaper which it could try and map to or anything.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, so
it is for viewers that's doesn't sensitive.
But this is the thing, for all those people who do live feeds, you do need the equipment out there as long as it's not okay to going off because of the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I think you should use the equipment sort of back up. So if you're
that's right,
you are somewhere and you think you can feel something or you sense something, and all of a sudden, and don't use one piece of equipment. At least have another piece of equipment. It's about that one up as well.
Yeah, that's right.
If everything's then kicking off and it's in line with what you think you feel, then there's a spot.
Yeah. So I always say if you have that one piece of equipment go off straight away, I've debunked that. If you have 2 or 3 pieces of equipment go off at exactly the same time, then that's like, why is it doing that?
Yeah.
There's only affecting the one. It's like, that could just be whatever. Because you see K2s flashing out when the batteries are dying and
REM pods. Yeah.
Variables. Yeah.
If a REM pod keeps going off all the time, you think, that's a battery then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if it's just your senses, I mean, a lot of us are doing these ghost hunts to capture evidence, and it's the scientific equipment that captures the evidence. I'll use that because a lot of it isn't evidence. But yes, just sitting in a room, being on your own, ears, eyes.
Oh, Gary. Hi, Gary.
Oh, hi, Gary.
Love Gary.
Talking about you.
Yeah, we've been talking about you with your ears burning.
All good stuff.
Oh, Mr. Gary. I need to join one of the events where you're at sometime. Yeah.
And I think using your senses, you'll get more, but obviously you can't prove anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I find.
People don't believe your word sometimes.
That's what I find. I do tend to pick things up more, And luckily, I've been in an environment where people have had dowsing rods.
Yeah.
So people are going, saying stuff. It's like, yeah. What I do is throw in the wrong answer. I deliberately throw something in wrong just to see if they're rubbish at dowsing rods.
Yeah.
So you're picking stuff up mediumistically, like getting that, just throw a few wrong ones in.
A long time playing Coffee Up Girl. Danny's saying you're sensitive as a brick. Well,
yeah, that's what I always say about myself.
Well.
Yeah, Keith the Underground. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, Gary was actually there that night. We was with
Lost Soul. When that chair moved. You were there on your own to start with.
No, that was our event. This is a Lost Soul Paranormal's event. Gary was there, and there was 3 different groups, and we all rotated through the areas, and every single group got the exact same thing. And I described this person like, what is the base room? Because we investigated the base rooms. It's not very often you investigate a base room. Hare Hill House, Gary will agree with this. Hare Hill House, we investigated the base room. That was one of the rooms we investigated. We got absolutely loads. But yeah, it's always good to investigate your base rooms. But yeah, so I picked up on this. I think it was a woman and described her exactly, and somebody else described the exact same thing. Yeah, Gary. Wow, what a location! It was amazing.
Yeah, but oh dear, sorry, I've been ill like over a week now. And then a really bad intensive investigation. Friday, Saturday night, 1 till 5-ish. The second night to about 3-ish, 4-ish.
Yeah. It catches up.
Any sleep going out on Saturday as well when you hadn't had sleep before then.
Yeah.
So I'm not shaking it off for some reason.
Yeah, it does catch up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
like your immune system drops because you're so tired, and it does catch up.
Yeah, when you've got something, you pick up something in the first place, and then you
There's something to be said working from home.
yeah.
And then when you do go out and catch something, honestly, God, you're on your deathbed.
Yeah. Oh, she's off again.
Have you got a drink there, darling?
No, I've only got wine, and I might have to go out and see if the
there's no water in your tap, is there?
Wortley Top Forge.
Oh, Wortley. Yeah.
That's the bike.
Yeah, we went there last minute, didn't we?
Yeah, we literally went last minute with Lost Soul. Gary was there, and again, that's another amazing place.
Yeah, that's near to me, isn't it? Sheffield,
yeah,
right?
That's really interesting there. Really good.
There.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I'd definitely recommend that one.
Yeah, because Team Spirit Paranormal did it quite a few times.
Okay.
So I know sort of that location.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to sort of go there.
How far is Rotherham from you?
Oh, it's not far.
You said you've never met Lost Soul.
No, I haven't.
They've got the Poltergeist house in Rotherham.
I won't go there.
That's Leah Lindsay Spears' place.
I won't go there.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, I'm a bit dubious about going to houses.
Yeah.
I went to
down the riverbank next time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I fell down the riverbank. Yeah, Gary's got a brilliant vehicle. He's kitted out a vehicle so he can sleep in it, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Fell down the riverbank. But yeah. But I want to thank you so much for coming on anyway.
Thank you,
Jackie. It's about the time we've got. I've been saying you're going to come on for ages, but obviously with work and stuff, it's really hard.
No, that's right. But it is so lovely to finally meet you. And obviously, if anyone wants to book on an event, if you look at United in Paranormal, so I will put the name here.
Oh, slap bucket all over Gary.
Oh, God bless him. So yeah, so if anyone wants to get in touch, it's United in Paranormal. But thank you for everyone who's been talking, for all the comments. That's brilliant. thank you to you two as well for your time.
Yeah, no
Thank you
problem at
very
all. Thank you for having us, Jackie.
Definitely want to meet you sometime again. You know, it's
Oh,
fun.
yeah, definitely. It's been a while, isn't it, since the last time we investigated together?
Oh,
I think
God,
with Simone was the last time we investigated together.
Matlock, wasn't it? My God,
Yeah.
it's nearly a year, isn't it?
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever investigated with Jackie.
No. Me and Tom have.
That'd be before I joined.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some great laughs, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. You just get carried away. I help out at Hunt's Antiques and help my friends at Derby Jail, so
Yeah.
that keeps me busy like 2 nights a month.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, okay then. Cheers a lot and thanks everyone.
Cheers,
And it's
guys.
bye.
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 Bye everyone. Thank you.